I got that animal ambition. I got that animal ambition. I got that.
What's up, y'all? Smoak here was good. This is gonna be part 11, the last part of 11 dead wrestlers' first and last matches in the WWE by Tap Out Corner. This one is going to end, rightfully so, on the late great Eddie Guerrero. Ironically, he passed away on my birthday, my 8th birthday. I didn't know about it until like three to 4 years later. I was like, wow, November 13th, really? So yeah, he was the epitome, if not, of lying, cheating, and stealing. This man would do whatever it takes to gain a victory, especially in the WWE. Can't say much about WCW. I didn't watch the product. He was an entertaining wrestler. He showed that he had the it factor. Not only can he perform greatly in the ring, but also perform on the microphone, cutting his promos, whether he, the goofball or the underdog, the cocky mofo. Like, the man did it all, you know what I'm saying? Those are the tools you need to be a successful WWE superstar. So yeah, let's take a look at the video.
Alright, so Eddie Guerrero made his wrestling debut in the late 80s. He mostly performed in Mexico and Japan during his early years, but 1995 was when things began to change. He started performing in ECW and began his introduction to the American wrestling audience. The same year he joined ECW, Guerrero would jump to WCW and began wrestling on a much larger stage. Eddie Guerrero would stay in WCW for over 4 years and had some matches that have since become classics. But Guerrero would
Tell you, man, that Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero match, man, their matches on WCW was a straight banger. I was like, damn, I can't believe what I was witnessing. I was like 12 years old. My dad gave me this Eddie Guerrero DVD compilation, I think it was. It was an amazing sight to see.
Asked for his release from the company, and on January 19th, 2000, he was granted his request. Just a little over a week later, Eddie Guerrero would make his WWE debut on January 31st, alongside Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn, and they called themselves the Radicals. And just days after making his debut, Eddie Guerrero would have his first match in WWE. Guerrero teamed up with Perry Saturn to take on the New Age Outlaws on the February 3rd, 2000 edition of SmackDown. Eddie Guerrero started the match with Billy Gunn. Gunn got the upper hand on Guerrero at the start, but Eddie was able to take control for a bit, but was then taken over by Billy Gunn again. Guerrero's size definitely made him an underdog for this match. Road Dogg eventually got tagged in and continued to dominate Guerrero. After a bit of assistance from his partner, Perry Saturn, Eddie Guerrero was able to take over and make the tag. Guerrero eventually got back into the match at the same time as Billy Gunn. Gunn was able to hit the Famouser and looked like he was about to pin Eddie, but a save from Perry Saturn kept the match alive. This allowed Eddie Guerrero to hit his frog splash on Billy Gunn, but Road Dogg broke up the count. Unfortunately, Guerrero legitimately hurt his elbow while performing the splash, and this led to Road Dogg covering Eddie for the 3 count and the victory. Eddie Guerrero sadly didn't do a whole lot in the match, and it was Saturn that got most of the offense. Overall, it was a rough start for Eddie Guerrero, as the injury caused him to be sidelined for several weeks. But that didn't stop Eddie Guerrero from having one of the most incredible WWE careers. He won multiple championships, had some amazing rivalries, and a plethora of fantastic matches. One of his biggest moments, and possibly the biggest moment, was when he won the WWE Championship at No Way Out in 2004.
Yep.
It's still talked about today, and for good reason. But sadly, such an unbelievable performer had his life cut short, as Eddie Guerrero passed away on November 13th, 2005. We'll talk more about that in a bit, but for now, let's look at Eddie Guerrero's final match. It aired on November 11th, 2005, on the same show Guerrero had his first WWE match, SmackDown. Eddie Guerrero took on Mr. Kennedy in a qualifying match for the SmackDown Survivor Series team. Guerrero entered the arena in his signature lowrider and was ready for a fight. The match started with Guerrero putting Kennedy in a number of holds. Guerrero then started to get more physical after a poke to the eye, but following a pull into the turnbuckle, Mr. Kennedy began to take control. Eddie Guerrero fought out of a hold and was able to fight back. Eventually lied to the referee, cheated his way to victory, and stole the match. Afterwards, Mr. Kennedy, not happy with the result, clocked Guerrero with the steel chair and walked off. But it was great getting to see Guerrero get one more victory in his final match. As I said, Guerrero passed away 2 days later, and WWE and the world of wrestling wouldn't be the same. Eddie Guerrero gave so much to the pro wrestling business, and he's left us with a huge amount of unforgettable moments. He's inspired a whole generation of wrestlers, and his legacy will never be forgotten. Thank you, Eddie Guerrero, for everything you gave us.
Man, it was a great way to end the video, but that Eddie Guerrero section was too short though. I don't know why. That was like 5 minutes. You would think it'd be longer than that, the way he was, with the amount of time he was giving other people, like Doink the Clown and Ultimate Warriors. Maybe he felt in a rush. I don't know. That's weird. He didn't talk about. I mean, he talked certain stuff, but he wasn't like going in details of stuff in between. But yeah, you can't hate. All you can do is just appreciate. If you know little about pro wrestling, then you definitely know about Eddie Guerrero. So that's cool. But yeah, there you have it. 11 dead wrestlers, first and last matches in WWE by Tap Out Corner. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. I'm out.